Some $1.25 items silently disappear from Dollar Tree shelves in just a few days, while 4 other items look cheap but are secretly ruining your entire wardrobe and even harming your family's health. Something very few people notice in time before it's too late. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. 1. Glass jars with clasp lids. Standing in front of the glassware shelf, you'll be surprised by this square jar with a clasp lid. It costs less than $1.25, yet you can feel its substantial glass thickness the moment you pick it up. The metal clasp, combined with a silicone rubber gasket, fits the jar's mouth snugly, completely blocking out mold, moisture, and insects. Exactly what you need for rice, pasta, oatmeal, or any dry goods that easily spoil in humid weather. Professional home organizer Joy Hudgens once noted that these jars are almost indistinguishable from the high-end lines at major home furnishing stores, where a similar jar costs anywhere from $6 to $9. So if your kitchen pantry is still using flimsy Ziploc bags or cardboard boxes that easily absorb moisture, now is the time to switch to glass. Add a vintage-style black decal label with white lettering, and your entire spice shelf will suddenly look like it stepped out of a home decor magazine. Buying a full set of 6 to 8 jars to fill your kitchen shelf costs less than $12, which is cheaper than a single high-end jar bought individually elsewhere. Thick glassware like this isn't always available year-round at Dollar Tree, so when you see them in stock, grabbing them all at once is a wise decision. But not every item in the kitchen section is trustworthy. There is one type of cooking utensil you should stay away from immediately. 2. Black plastic kitchen utensils. At just $1.25 a piece, the black plastic ladles, spoons, and turners neatly arranged on the Dollar Tree shelves look just as sleek as high-end goods, but most of them are recycled from old electronic waste like computer casings and broken TV shells. During the recycling process, they carry high levels of brominated flame retardants, a group of chemicals that once prompted Health Canada to issue mass recalls on black plastic ladles and spoons due to food contamination. When you stir-fry or cook at high temperatures, the plastic edges easily melt, creating burnt plastic fibers that stick directly to your food, which are hard to detect with the naked eye. This is no exaggeration. It is a real health risk for your entire family with every single meal. Instead of pinching pennies over a $1.25 turner, you should switch to stainless steel or natural wood utensils. The price might be slightly higher, but in return, they are both more durable and absolutely safe when exposed to heat. If your kitchen drawer still has a few old black plastic spoons or ladles bought long ago for a similar price, now is the time to reconsider and replace them before they continue to silently cause harm every time you stand at the stove cooking for your family. Cooking utensils aren't the only things to be wary of. Food storage containers also hide a similar risk. 3. Cheap plastic food containers. More than 30% of plastic products at Dollar Tree contain phthalates exceeding recommended safety levels, according to testing by the Healthy Stuff Health Project in the US. And these food containers priced at over $1 are the most common culprits. You might find them convenient, compact, and easy to stack a whole pile of in your kitchen cabinet, but the thin plastic and loose lids cause the containers to warp after just 1 or 2 uses. Even more concerning than their durability is what happens every time you reheat food in the microwave. The thin, brittle plastic releases BPA and BPS, 2 plasticizers proven to cause endocrine disruption in the body. For families with young children, or those with a habit of reheating leftovers multiple times a week, this is no longer a small matter to overlook. The notable point is that you don't need to spend much more to avoid this risk. Right at Dollar Tree, glass jars with airtight clasp lids are already a safe alternative. Or, if you want to be more certain, BPA-free certified plastic containers at Target only cost a few dozen cents more. 4. Magnetic tins. With a permanent magnet attached to the back and a clear plastic layer on the front to see exactly what is stored inside, one such tin, priced at around $1.25, neatly solves a problem that every kitchen shelf faces: a place to keep odds and ends without taking up extra countertop space. Stick them directly onto the side of the refrigerator, and you instantly have a cute little spice storage system sitting compactly on a vertical surface, instead of crowding a shelf that is already tight. In an office corner or on a desk with a magnetic board, a few of these tins are also the ideal place to keep paper clips and staples from getting lost. Placed next to IKEA's Gruntal magnetic spice tin set, which costs about $10 for 3 pieces, the $1.25 price tag per tin here is almost absurd. The beauty lies in the fact that it utilizes vertical space, something most kitchens waste while countertops are always short on space. From utilizing the vertical space on the side of the refrigerator, the next section features an item that helps you take full advantage of even the highest cabinet shelf in the kitchen. 5. Rectangular slotted basket with handle. At a price of about $1 each, the handle protruding from the back is the detail that makes this basket far more worth the money than regular types, because you only need to hook your finger in to pull the entire basket down from a high shelf without having to stand on your tiptoes or use a chair every time you need to grab something. The slotted design around the body of the basket also helps with ventilation, limiting mold and moisture when items are stored long-term. While the neat rectangular shape fits standard cabinet shelves perfectly. You can store fabric softener bottles, laundry pods, or large bottles of cooking oil in here, so you no longer have to rummage through each item on a high shelf every time you need to use them, which is especially convenient for anyone with high-hanging kitchen cabinets or a laundry room with overhead shelves. When compared to a similar handle design at Walmart, where the starting price is already $4.50 each, this price gap is enough for you to consider grabbing a whole set of 3 to 4 baskets to use for both the kitchen and the laundry room at the same time. 6. Small rectangular slotted plastic trays. 3 small trays fit snugly together in a $1.25 combo, which breaks down to less than 41 cents each, enough for you to set up a completely customizable organization system right inside your vanity drawer or family medicine cabinet. The plastic is flexible yet load-bearing, and the slotted vents keep the trays lightweight while remaining sturdy. Because of their compact size, you can arrange them in any layout that fits your drawers at home. Makeup, paper clips, sewing tools, or small healing crystals. Everything has its own designated place instead of mixing into a jumbled mess every time you open the drawer to look for something. Compared to similar organizer tray sets at Target or Amazon, where prices range from $10 to $15, the price difference of up to 80% makes this seemingly minor item one of the best bargain investments for home organization. Professional organizer Joy Hudgens once stated that the durability and aesthetics of these trays are by no means inferior to high-end acrylic trays. So don't be surprised if you find yourself coming back to buy a few more combos on your very next visit. If these plastic trays have already made your drawers neater, there is another material sheet that can help you manually create dividers with an exact 100% fit. 7. Foam core board for DIY dividers. A thin foam board priced at $1.25 might sound completely unrelated to drawer organization. But with just a standard utility knife, you can cut it into dividers that fit the dimensions of your kitchen drawers with an exact 100% fit. Even those odd-sized drawers that no ready-made organizer on the market can properly fit. The ultra-lightweight design makes cutting and shaping easy, and if you want to elevate the aesthetics, simply wrap it with wood grain wall decal stickers also purchased at Dollar Tree. Just like that, you instantly have a divider system that looks as premium as natural bamboo. Placed next to authentic bamboo dividers from the Container Store, which cost anywhere from $25 to $35 per set, the savings are massive. On Reddit forums, many users confirm that their contact paper-wrapped foam board dividers remain extremely sturdy, even after more than a year of continuous use in households with young children. 8. Felt drawer/sock organizers. The lifestyle publication Homes and Gardens once called this type of felt box a lifesaver for messy sock drawers every cleaning season. And at just $1.25 per box, you will instantly understand why. Underwear drawers, kids' closets, or the family sock drawer are all places where this type of box maximizes its utility, thanks to the neutral gray or beige felt material that softly protects sensitive fabrics while maintaining its square shape to stack neatly on top of each other, something plastic trays or foam boards cannot do. If you want to optimize your drawer depth even further, you can use it to sort belts or roll up winter gloves neatly, instead of leaving them overlapping in a mess like before. For families with multiple members sharing a single closet space, Having each person own a few separate felt boxes to sort their personal items also helps prevent their belongings from getting mixed up. Compared to similar fabric organizer boxes at IKEA, where prices range from $8 to $12 per set, this price gap is enough for you to consider grabbing a whole multi-box set at once, instead of buying them individually over time. 9. Velvet hangers. A pack of 4 velvet hangers costs just $1.25, breaking down to only about 31 cents each, providing a smooth velvet coating that creates maximum grip for clothes. This is especially effective for thin silk strappy dresses or shirts that constantly slip off, which regular wooden and plastic hangers fail to hold. The ultra-slim profile of these hangers also helps reduce the space occupied in the closet by up to 50% compared to traditional chunky hangers, meaning that within the same closet width, you can hang nearly twice the amount of clothing without needing to expand the space. Compared to a box of 50 velvet hangers on Amazon that costs around $22, equivalent to 45 cents each, Dollar Tree allows you to buy them individually in small packs without being forced to purchase a large quantity right from the start. This is perfect for anyone who wants to try them out before replacing their entire wardrobe. Once you get used to your clothes not slipping off the hangers every time you open the closet door, it is very hard to go back to using slick plastic hangers. Right next to the velvet hangers, an item you would think is only for the bathroom turns into a powerful assistant for the closet. 10. Plastic shower curtain rings. Hook all 12 plastic rings onto the horizontal bar of a single velvet hanger, and just like that, you have manually built a smart accessory hanging system that holds 12 scarves, ties, or belts neatly lined up vertically. A hack that is going viral on TikTok, from an item seemingly meant only for hanging bathroom curtains. A pack of 12 of these rings cost just $1.25, breaking down to about 10 cents each. And thanks to the durable, flexible plastic, gently bending them to slide and connect takes only a few minutes without needing any additional tools. The total cost for both the curtain rings and the velvet hanger stops at just $1.55, whereas a specialized tie rack on Amazon already costs up to $15, a gap large enough to make anyone who has ever bought an expensive accessory rack reconsider their decision. Many people easily skip over this item on the household goods shelf because the price is too cheap to care about. But once you see this DIY hanging system working neatly in the closet, it is very hard not to grab a few more packs and apply it right away to shoes or jewelry as well. 11. Y-weave baskets. The sophisticated molded Y-weave pattern on rigid plastic makes this $1.25 basket look no different from natural rattan. Yet it is much lighter and carries no worry of termites or mold like real rattan. Small ventilation holes distributed evenly around the body of the basket prevent moisture and odor buildup, making it highly suitable for placement in closets or bathroom vanity cabinets where humidity is a frequent issue. You can roll up bath towels or athletic wear and stack them vertically in the basket. As a result, taking out any item is easy without disrupting the adjacent ones. Completely different from the traditional stacking style that collapses every time you pull out a towel from the middle. Expert Melanie Summers from the channel I Speak Organized once recommended using this exact type of Y-weave basket because it brings a premium look to the closet at an almost negligible cost. Compared to a similar line of Y-weave baskets at Target under the Bright Room brand, where the starting price is already $5 each, this gap is large enough for you to consider buying a full set to cover both your closet and bathroom in a single store visit. The Y-weave basket keeps bath towels neat, while vacuum storage bags solve a much bigger problem in the winter wardrobe. 12. Vacuum storage bags. Saving up to 80% of storage volume for just $1.25. That is the figure that makes vacuum storage bags an item worth grabbing right before winter approaches. Is the top of your closet piled high with thick comforters or bulky puffer jackets occupying all the space for months on end? Simply place them into this bag and vacuum it out using a regular household vacuum cleaner nozzle. They will shrink down compactly thanks to a one-way valve compatible with most popular vacuum brands on the market. The thick, flexible PE plastic also ensures the bag withstands strong suction without tearing midway, so you don't have to worry about buying a new bag right after vacuuming. Under the bed, the top of the closet, or suitcases preparing for travel are all ideal places to use this type of bag. especially when your home has limited storage space and you must constantly rotate items seasonally. A medium-sized bag at American supermarkets usually costs up to $5. So at this price point, buying enough quantity to compress all your winter gear puts almost zero pressure on your budget. 13. Super thin plastic bins. A real-world review from a customer at Home Depot once frankly noted that they would rather spend an extra $1.25 to buy a durable, authentic $2.50 Sterilite bin than buy Dollar Tree's thin, brittle trays only to throw them away after a week. And this is exactly the problem with this type of super thin tray. The plastic walls are too thin and lack reinforced ridges for load-bearing support. So, when you store heavy items like laundry detergent bottles or a stack of books, the tray will gradually warp, deform, and then crack wide open along the thinnest corners. The problem does not just stop at having to repurchase new items. The sharp, broken plastic edges can also scratch your hands while cleaning up or moving the bin, which is particularly dangerous if there are young children at home, or if you frequently organize items yourself. If you need a shoe tray or a storage box for items with weight, it is best to skip this thin plastic shelf and look for thicker options. Even if the price is a bit higher, in return, you get the peace of mind of long-term use without constant replacements. 14. Cheap clothespins. Have you ever taken down your laundry and discovered a spreading black mold stain on your favorite shirt? That is exactly what can happen with a $1.25 pack of clothespins at Dollar Tree after a few weeks of outdoor use. With wooden pins, the crude wood is not treated for waterproofing, making it extremely prone to black mold whenever it encounters rain and moisture, while the thin, weak metal spring inside will pop out of place and snap the pin in half with just a gentle squeeze. Plastic pins are no better, as they quickly become brittle and break under the impact of the sun's UV rays, forcing you to replace the entire set after a short period of outdoor use. The problem, more worrying than just having to repurchase, lies in the fact that mold stains from wooden pins can permanently stain your expensive clothes, a loss that cannot be made up for by the few dozen cents saved initially. Blogger Rachel Teodoro once shared her first-hand experience that these pins crumbled right in her hands the moment she touched them, a clear testament to the poor durability of this type of goods. A more sensible solution is to buy stainless steel pins in bulk on Amazon. The initial cost is slightly higher, but in return, they last a lifetime without the worry of replacement every rainy season. If clothespins have made you hesitant, the next section features a completely opposite item, trustworthy and worth buying. 15. Over-the-door hooks. Without needing to drill and damage walls or doors, this $1.25 rust-resistant, powder-coated metal hook only needs to be bent to snugly fit standard door thicknesses in the US to be used immediately, which is extremely suitable for small bedrooms or rented apartments where you are not allowed to drill into the walls. Hang children's school backpacks, damp bath towels, or an entire system of belts and baseball caps here. You both utilize the space behind the door that is usually left empty and keep the bedroom neat without having to buy additional cabinets or new shelves. The powder-coated metal material helps the hook withstand significant weight without warping over time, completely different from thin plastic hooks that break easily after a few months of use. Compared to similar metal hooks at home decor stores, where prices range from $7 to $10 each, this price gap is large enough for you to buy a full set for all the doors in your house, while the total cost remains lower than a single hook bought elsewhere. Have you utilized all the space behind your doors yet? There is another area that is also being wasted. 16. Teaching tree block-shaped containers. As the back-to-school season approaches, it is also the time when American elementary school teachers hunt for this block-shaped plastic container to tidy up their lesson plans. Desks, and with a price of only about $1.25, it is not hard to understand why it frequently sells out at that time. The secret lies in the block-shaped lid design that allows for interlocking assembly, just like Lego bricks, enabling them to stack on top of each other extremely securely without slipping and collapsing like regular containers often do. For families with young children, this container also maximizes its utility in playrooms, study corners, or desks where toy building blocks or Play-Doh need separate storage spaces. When compared to authentic Lego-branded toy storage boxes, which cost up to $15 at toy supermarkets, This price difference makes it easy for large families to buy enough so that each child can have their own separate set of sorting boxes without having to second-guess the budget. Not every $1.25 item is worth buying, but the 12 items I just mentioned prove one thing clearly. Organizing a home neatly and safely does not require a large budget, but rather requires you to know which products are truly worth using and which are just cheap facades hiding risks. From glass jars that protect dry goods to vacuum storage bags that compress an entire winter wardrobe, each item solves a specific problem in your home, while the 4 items to avoid silently cause harm if you don't pay close attention. The next time you visit Dollar Tree, bring this list along, because the good items always disappear first, while the bad ones are always fully stocked on the shelves.